kusazoba shushu ngoku apha. Thoughts. Yeah, this is Z's thoughts, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something, or even just have a laugh or two, if there's space for that. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe if you really love and enjoy the content. Don't forget to subscribe. All right, so this weekend it is Father's Day, and I'd like to say in advance happy Father's Day to all the daddies out there, the new fathers, the fathers to be, the fathers, you know. And yeah, it's a beautiful day to celebrate and also reminisce on the impact of men in our society and even in our lives, and the great role of fatherhood that they are playing in our society. And on that note also, to express that the role of a man is still so important in our lives, and beyond just you being a person, being a man, we are in need of you to still protect us. Hence, we are still say that gender-based violence is not even supposed to be part of the options, because we are really looking to you for protection at times. That really what is happening in our society is so painful, and I feel that with this Father's Day that's coming out, we can get a chance to remember the men that are in our lives who have played a positive role, and we can also get to encourage, hopefully one way or another, divert the men's mindset, some men's mindset, to a more positive view of life. So yeah, on that, I just had thought that today I should talk on something that's really close to my heart. And when it comes to talking about my relationship with my dad, I feel that I've actually been really struggling to come forward. The fact that I would have uploaded this video, that means that I've gone far in life already, because I've been struggling with being able to, what do I say? I've got so much but so little to say about it, but it's really been heavy in my heart, and thought that, okay, I think it's time I really express what's in my heart with this matter of my dad. Yeah, and I usually get uncomfortable when it comes to having to express a lot of what's really deeply in my heart, and that's why I'm so happy about this channel, because I feel that it's getting me out of my comfort zone, and I feel that I'm growing in that regard. So yeah.
Love, life, and lots of meaningful chats. Welcome to Z's Thoughts.
My relationship with my dad. Ooh, I feel that it's still a bit of a sensitive topic, because it's not really what I pictured it to be. It's not really what I would love for it to be. And yeah, so I've come to realize that our background and our upbringing come to inform so much of the people and the persons that we become. And obviously there are some things that you come and you realize and you take note of and are able to deal with and do away from. But there are some things that as you grow, you turn to learn about yourself and discover about yourself, and you end up realizing that it is all and mostly fed off from your background or your childhood. And now, usukhulile ungaka, you have to go back and dig on my file and find the causes of a lot of things, and the causes of a lot of reactions that you have, or personality or fears that you have, and you have to go back and dial deep and deal with the situations and the causes, and deal with the things from the root of them, and yeah. So I didn't think that growing up would require me to reflect so much on my life and to iron out so many things from my upbringing. One of the greatest factors of my upbringing and greatest things that I can look back to is the absence of my dad. And not that I didn't appreciate the presence of those who were present in my life and playing such a great role, but his absence had a space and it had a vacuum of its own. And I started to see it in how I interact with people, especially males, that I wouldn't be able to see just friendships out of I wouldn't be able to just build a friendship with a male. To me, it just seemed impossible and undoable, and I couldn't fathom and picture in my mind that a male could think of anything besides wanting to date someone. Then they could just think of a friendship and not want to be anything more. You know, my mind couldn't come around that, and I started to see that was, that's not a good thing. As I grow and I begin to realize that there are males who come into your life and want to genuinely be friends. And for me, that was a taboo. That was just something that's not possible. To this day, I'm still working my way around the interaction, you know, and understanding and seeing a genuineness. This came to me and I started to reflect on the fact that it could be that lack of that genuine relationship that I could have had with my dad. It could be part of the reasons why I react in this way. Another thing that triggered these thoughts and this video basically was that the other day, as it's lockdown, you know that we line up. When you're at a shop, you line up outside, you keep your distance. So this day I was keeping my distance and I was behind a certain gentleman who was a fatherly figure, looked like a man, almost my dad's age if I'm not mistaken. And he was a very, very lovely man, you know. He was right in front of me and he was next to, the way the line was so long, he was next to the part where the seats began, you know, and I didn't have a seat, so I was just right behind him. So I'm standing there, you know, minding my own business. Dibabzo there, out of nowhere, turns back and offers me a seat. My brain was just like, and I felt my heart just melt. And obviously, because my mind is always ready that, yes, there can't be any good intentions coming out of you. You know, I had that in my mind, but you know when someone is just so genuine, and he was just so warm in his approach. He turned back and he said, would you like a seat? And I was like, no, I'm fine. I was actually fine with standing. And he turned back and then he came back and he was just, you know, those people just really love interacting and talking to people. He turned back again and then he was just talking about random things and literally having a conversation and was so genuine. So now coming back to my mind, I just got overwhelmed with this warmth. I just got so overwhelmed. He was so genuine in a way that he even is like, oh, yeah, I want to show you how I was before, whatever. Okay, I won't even go into the conversation. He even showed me a picture of himself and his picture of his daughter. And I'm thinking, Lobaba, he's literally, genuinely just a man filled with love and man filled with genuineness. I don't know much about him, but that interaction, for me, just removed the wheels off my car. Like, I was just messed up in a sense that I was just so emotional from there, that waze wa warm umuntu, waze wa genuine, and that made my heart to melt and made my heart to really think back and to go to a space that I don't usually go back to, and a space where I feel that a space of dad, a space of daddy, a space of the absence of my dad. And it's so weird how these things just catch you in the middle of nowhere, how they catch you in the most simplest of instances. And it really triggered a lot of things. It really triggered, I don't know how to put it, you know. And I was just like, oh, that feels warm, that feels so genuine, and I didn't expect it from you. I know from a woman, but from you I didn't expect it. And that warmth for me spoke volumes into my heart. Oh man, I feel that moment for me was just, yeah. And I came back to myself, and I remember that walking away from that situation and that setting, my heart was filled with warmth, but also was filled with so much pain. That how I wish that I could experience that from my own dad. And let me tell you about my dad. My dad is a lovely person. My dad is an awesome person. I love him, and I love his personality, the person that he is. He's just man, he's a smart gentleman. He's a and I believe that his own experiences and own upbringing has played such a role in him becoming the person that he is, and I really can't blame him for that. We weren't in each other's lives for the longest of time. I think over a decade. I never spoke to my dad, never had any contact with him. And I think when I was about 16, then I got a chance to go and see him. I feel that in my mind, I had all these father figures from movies that I would see, and I had my own, idea of how this experience should work out. And it wasn't like, oh, daddy, ndodakazi. No, it wasn't anything like that. No, it wasn't. But I was so happy to get to see him, and I got to learn. In that time when I got to see him, I thought things would become different. I thought, the father-daughter relationship of my dreams would come to pass. But since then, we communicate, yes, but I always wish and desire more. Obviously, someone could be like, why don't you just tell him? Well, Mzala, it's not easy. I feel that once something has become habitual, it just becomes a part of your lives. And now I know that I have to send a message, Happy Father's Day message, but in my heart, I wish there was more. I wish there was more to our relationship than just sending each other a message or a call once every 2 months. I wish there was more. And sometimes I try. I don't want to lie to you. Sometimes I try, but man, fine. Sometimes you just wish that the parent could pursue you, man, because you are the child, and you'd want them to pursue you, but it's not really how it's working out. But I'm still gonna try. All right. What I want to bring forth is that thank you to the men who are present. Thank you to the men who are trying. Thank you to the men who are there and who are protecting, are loving, and are showing true, genuine love to the women. I'm so grateful for my husband, for the love that he expresses in my life, for the presence that he has in my life, and the warmth that he has. And he's not here to substitute my dad, no ways. He's playing his own role, and I'm seeing a beautiful figure of a male even from him. I saw a very beautiful figure of a male from my brother, and though he didn't even know that he was playing a particular role in my life, but I look to him and I see a picture and example of a male. I see my pastor, my pastor, going out of his way to just express warmth to his people, and to express warmth and a presence and a fatherly role to us as his children in the church. And I'm grateful. I see males around my life be showing me a different perspective to everything. That a male can be warm, a male can be present, a male can be a friend. And I'm learning so much, and I feel that the potential is there. If the potential is there, the ability is there, and I know that you can do it. And I do wish that he was more present in my life, and I feel that I'd have to do something about it too, because I'm the one who's really having these desires. And yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna try something. I feel that, I don't know, sometimes you feel like you try and then you feel like you're just hitting a wall, or maybe your trying wasn't really trying. I don't know. But anyway, I hope that for you, wherever you're watching, the time is now to do something different and to make a difference in your own life and to deal with things that you feel that are skeletons in your life. You know, one way or another, they are going to come out and they're going to require your attention. Yeah. I guess I appreciate growth because instead of just growing away from some things, but you grow towards some things. You can grow towards healing if you allow yourself to open up yourself to some things that have been closed and been in the closet for a while. It's high time we get personal and we get real with ourselves. And yeah, because soon enough you become a parent, you have a family, and now these things that you've been hugging and hiding and avoiding from your past end up coming out into the open. So yeah, let's deal with these skeletons. Let's deal with these things of our childhood. Let's deal with these things that we are avoiding. We avoid allowing our minds to go into. I feel that it's time that we open ourselves up to that so that we can be able to heal. I'm on my own journey of healing and finding, I don't know what I'm looking for, but I pray and hope I do the right things so that I can be able to find it and get the strength to do what I need to do. Yeah. And yeah, man, it's been hearty making this video. I hope that you're well. As you can hear, family is calling. I hope you enjoyed the video, learned something from the video. Comment if you have something to say. I'm more than ready to read and interact. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Zagiti Machaka, and yeah, this is what's been on my mind. Do comment down below and let me know what's on yours. Yes, that's it from me. Much love, stay blessed, stay warm, and God bless.